Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host DeltaTDS, and today for match number 141, the third match of round 4, we've got the Sinnoh Elite Four Bertha going up against the Aether President Lusamine. Two very strong trainers from round 2, both with a 4-1 record. Bertha went 2-0 against Elisa in round 2, and 2-1 against Mustard in round 3. As for Lusamine, she went 2-0 against Tate in round 2, Liza in round 2, and 2-1 against Glacia in round 3, which somehow currently has the most views on the channel. I don't know what it is, maybe people just love blonde MILFs, but Lusamine's got the Z Crystal, Bertha's got the Mega Steelix, and once these trainers are ready, we can begin match 141. Bertha leading off with the Rhyperior, Lusamine with that Nihilego. This Nihilego is not going to like anything from Bertha's team. Grassknot just goes ahead and takes out that Rhyperior, getting the Beast Boost for that special attack. Nihilego is going to go for a Meteor Beam with the Power Herb, but it does fall to Donphan's Earthquake. And it's currently at 5v5 right now. 2 turns in and we've got a Pokemon knocked out from both sides. Lusamine's going to send out the Mismagius. Donphan with the Ice Shards do it a quarter as Shadow Ball finishes off that Donphan. Bertha's gonna send out that Hippowdon, start the Sandstorm. I want to believe this thing has a Smooth Rock, but I'm not 100% sure. Lusamine's gonna switch out to the Lopunny and take 60% from that Earthquake. Gonna go for the Ice Punch on Hippowdon, doing only a quarter. And Body Press does finish off that Lopunny. And Lusamine's gonna send out that Milotic now. Hydro Pump's gonna miss like usual, as Earthquake does just under half to Milotic. Another Hydro Pump does land, and Milotic stays at 58% thanks to those leftovers. Bertha's gonna send out the Mamoswine now. Earthquake does finish off that Milotic, bringing Lusamine down to 3 Pokemon. Ice Shard's going to do just under a quarter. Drain Punch is going to leave Mamoswine on 1 HP. Or 1%. Yeah, it was 1 HP. Double Edge does 17% and take out that Mamoswine. And Bertha's going to send out the Gliscor now, as Lusamine switches out to that Mismagius. Acrobatics is going to do just under 50% to that Mismagius. Going to go for the Pain Split, equaling out their HP, as the Gliscor goes for another Acrobatics. And Bertha's going to switch to that Steelix. Bertha going to Mega Evolve Steelix. Mystical Fire is going to do 41% to Steelix as Gyro Ball takes out the Mismagius. And Lusamine sends out that Beware now. Drain Punch does finish off that Steelix, and he'll Beware for just a little bit of HP, and it's all down to Gliscor here. Acrobatics does 20% to Beware. Body Slam does just under half to Gliscor, as it heals up with that Citrus Berry. Another Body Slam does take out Gliscor, and Lusamine takes game number 1 with 2 Pokemon remaining. We didn't see anything from that Clefable. We saw the Power Meteor Beam from Nihilego, the Life Orb on the Lopunny, leftovers on Milotic, and the Pain Split on that Mismagius. As for Bertha's team, we saw Mega Steelix, we saw the Citrus Berry on Gliscor, but we are back on the field for game number 2. And Nihilego starting off with the Grass Knot, not enough to take out that Donphan as Earthquake takes out the Nihilego. And Lusamine sends out the Lopunny. Donphan's going to go for that Ice Shard, but Ice Punch does take out the Donphan. And Lopunny is at 68% HP right now. Bertha's going to send out the Hippowdon now. Dizzy Punch is going to do 18% to Hippowdon. Not get the confusion. Earthquake plus the Sandstorm is going to finish off the Lopunny. And Lusamine sends out that Milotic. Bertha switches out to the Mamoswine as Hydro Pump misses once more. Earthquake doing over half the Milotic. Icy Winds doing 13% and slowing down that Mamoswine. Hydro Pump does land and takes out that Mamoswine. Bertha's gonna send out the Gliscor now. Thunderfang, not enough to take out the Milotic as Icy Wind does take out that Gliscor. Bertha's gonna send out the Steelix now. We've seen this Pokemon do a little bit last game. Gonna Mega Evolve as Milotic goes for cover. Gyro Ball's gonna do 35% to Milotic. And Milotic's gonna be at 24%. Goes for the cover, but Earthquake does take out the Milotic. And Lusamine sends out that Beware. Drain Punch is going to do 39% to Steelix. Earthquake's going to do 63% to Beware. Drain Punch is going to do another 39%. Earthquake does take out that Beware. Doesn't heal enough to keep it safe. And Lusamine sends out the Mismagius. Mystical Fire does take out that Steelix. Bertha's gonna send out the Rhyperior now. We didn't see much from it last game as it got knocked out turn 1. Shadow Ball's doing 48%. Bertha goes for the Earthquake. Shadow Ball's doing 43% to Rhyperior. Thunder Punch is going to do 62% to Mismagius. Another Shadow Ball does take out that Rhyperior. And it's all down to Hippowdon now. Mismagius going for the Pain Split. Ice Fang's going to do 31% to Mismagius. As Hippowdon goes for the Slack Off. Mismagius going for a Shadow Ball, doing 40%. Ice Fang does 35% plus the hail or the Sandstorm. Bertha's chance to go on to round 5 all rides on this Hippowdon here. He's got 2 turns of Sandstorm left. And Mystical Fire does take out the Hippowdon. And Lusamine takes game number 2, which means she will be our 3rd trainer going into round 5. Where she'll be going up against the winner of tomorrow's match between Lysander and Claire. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.